This is a second stimulus check update. In this video, I'll go over what was recently said about a $2,000 a month stimulus plan, and I'll also go over some other updates. First, let's talk about the $2,000 a month stimulus plan. So on the screen right here is Kamala Harris. Last night, she was on MSNBC talking about a lot of different things among the $2,000 a month stimulus plan. So if you weren't familiar, her, Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, they were proposing a recurring $2,000 a month stimulus plan because a one-time payment of $1,200 wasn't enough. So more specifically, what she said is through the course of the pandemic and crisis, we need to give people $2,000 a month as a recurrent payment, people below a certain income level, to help them and sustain them through these months of crisis. So at the end of it, they can get back on their feet instead of falling deep, deep, deep into the crevices of the crisis. So right after the first stimulus check, and when a lot of people realized that $1,200 wasn't enough to cut it, to pay for bills, rent, food, Kamala Harris, among Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, they proposed the $2,000 a month recurring payment that could go almost indefinitely or until the end of the year, until the crisis was over. And this $2,000 a month stimulus plan isn't completely original. So Canada is actually implementing a $2,000 a month stimulus plan that started in April and is going up until August, and is $2,000 Canadian dollars, which converted to US dollars would be $1,400 a month, which is still more than the one-time payment of $1,200 that Americans are getting. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the $2,000 a month stimulus plan recurring? Is that too high? Do you think it should be like $1,000 a month? Or do you think a one-time lump payment of maybe $3,000 a month? Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think the best solution is? Also, if you appreciate the time, energy, and research that went into making this video, please hit the like button down below so YouTube will share this video with other people. So now that we know what was said about the $2,000 a month stimulus plan, what are the chances of it actually happening? Very slim. So the Democrats proposed the HEROES Act, which would give a direct payment of one-time payment of $1,200 to Americans, and the Republicans are going to release their stimulus plan within the next couple of days by Mitch McConnell. Now, in terms of a direct payment to Americans, it's either going to be $1,200 by the Democrats or whatever the Republicans say the direct payment to Americans will be, and most likely something in between. So as far as a $2,000 a month stimulus plan, that offer is not on the table as much as Kamala Harris wants to pitch it and a lot of people want it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen at this point. Another update is Steve Mnuchin yesterday said that he wants more stimulus. More specifically, what he was saying is that certain industries such as construction are recovering quickly, while others such as retail and travel are facing longer term impacts and will require additional relief. So he here is mainly talking about businesses, and he wants to extend the PPP program, which is the Paycheck Protection Program, which mainly affects small businesses, not directly to Americans, but if you are an employee of a PPP business that gets that loan, then it could help employees. And yesterday, Steve Mnuchin also said that he wants to extend the $600 unemployment program, which is against what a lot of the Republicans have been saying. And that's why, there's a lot of sensational news on Fox, which is saying that there's an epic clash in the White House, there's a civil war, there's a boxing match between Steve Mnuchin and what the rest of the White House and Republicans are saying. But honestly, Steve Mnuchin sees a need for more relief for Americans because a lot of Americans are struggling right now, and with the brink of a second shutdown happening, it happened in California, and other states might follow as well with the resurgence of the virus. More aid is needed for the American people. And as I mentioned before, Mitch McConnell is going to release his stimulus plan within the next couple of days. And Chuck Schumer, which is the Senate Minority Leader for the Democrats, is kind of complaining that the Republicans didn't want to meet with them when forming their own stimulus plan. Now, to be fair, that is exactly what the Democrats did to the Republicans when they released the HEROES Act, which was the $1,200 direct payment that would go out to Americans. More specifically, Chuck Schumer said, "We have not heard a peep from McConnell or the Republicans or the administration on any proposal, even though we've been asking for weeks and weeks and weeks." McConnell knows from previous bills that passed in the Senate, he's got to work across the aisle, which means that Mitch McConnell and the Republicans are going to have to work with the Democrats. Now, to be fair, I'm an independent. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I see values and principles on both sides that I like. But with that said, I think The Democrats were the first ones to propose something without consulting the Republicans. Now the Republicans are going to propose a stimulus plan without consulting the Democrats. Honestly, in my opinion, the senators are a bunch of overpaid, over-vacation children that are constantly playing this tit-for-tat game, doing things that'll benefit their own party more than it'll benefit the American people. They just need to stop playing their childish games, stop going on vacations, and just do something that'll help the American people go through these tough times. They're getting six-figure salaries, million-dollar net worths, while the rest of America is suffering, barely able to pay for their food, pay for their bills, and roughly around 28 million people are on the brink of eviction and being homeless. In just a few days, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans are going to reveal their own Republican stimulus package, and I'll go over that in detail on this channel. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more updates on second stimulus check. And if you haven't already, check out my second channel, Wise Sense, which gives wise money tips to build a wealthy future. I go over how to save, how to make money, how to budget money, how to manage money. You could click this video over here. It goes over 8 habits of how you can manage your money better. You could click that right now, or you could click this playlist down over here for second stimulus check updates. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.